So we're working on the sprawl position. And what do I normally show in fundamentals class from this sprawl or front head and arm position? Does anyone know? The theme has been pretty consistent. What do I usually show from there? Sometimes, rarely. Sometimes I'll show an anaconda in fundamentals.
Go behind back kick?
Right, go behind. Almost always showing you guys, and we went over it, I think last week, cross face, cross knee, come around to the back. We also had cross face, same side knee block, come around to the back. Either way, I'm trying to get behind his shoulders. So that is one of the key concepts that I'm showing you guys at fundamentals, okay? John Danaher talked about it, Renzo talked about it. One of the big keys, especially at fundamentals, is getting to the back and from this position. However, that being said, there are things you can do from here. I have shown guillotines. I have shown the anaconda before, okay? But there are other ways to tilt people from here. So we can look at two major methods. If you guys have wrestled before, by the way, who in this room has wrestled high school? Okay, you guys know what a cradle is. If he makes this mistake and lifts a leg, we use a cradle in Jiu Jitsu. I can lock a cradle up very easily. Now with the cradle, I'm not concerned about putting him on his back to pin him. I'm concerned about turning him and bringing him down, where now I can control from the side, I can set up my guillotines, I can go around the back, etc. Okay? We can also use what's called a 3/4 Nelson, where I come in and I lock up here. And I connect under his head, and I use that 3/4 Nelson to pull him down into this position. And I shoot into a Darce choke, what some people call Inverted Kata Gatame. Tonight we're going to look at the cradle. It's pretty easy to do. Peter's mistake would be taking the opposite leg from the head that's trapped and bringing that leg up. And wrestlers are taught never to do that, never lift the opposite leg. Jiu-Jitsu guys will do it though, and the reason they want to do it is because they want to slide into guard. Okay, it's not a bad option, but you have to be aware of being cradled. So again, I have the front head and arm. On the side I have the head, he's lifting the opposite leg, and often to sit into guard. I'm going to connect, and I can connect with a simple 5-finger grip. If you have long arms, or sorry, 10-finger grip, you have long arms, you can do a 5-finger grip. Either of these grips are fine. And as I connect, now I can start to bring this knee and I can start to change my angle and face this way and start to turn and bring him down to his side. Now from here, again, in wrestling, I'd put him on his back and look to pin him. Jiu-Jitsu, we're not concerned about that pin. We're concerned about taking his back and getting a submission or applying a submission from here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to release this arm, or rather his leg, and I'm going to shoot this arm in under his armpit. Once that is in place, I'm going to lock up my own bicep and I'm going to grab. Just like you guys are used to doing the rear naked choke, you're basically doing a rear naked choke here, but you're going underneath his arm. So as I shoot that arm in, I'm going to bring this knee up. And how do I finish? I finish by lifting my left elbow toward the ceiling. There are many, many ways to finish this Darce choke. There's ways where you can sit to your butt, there's ways where you can tripod and step over him, and there's this method, which I prefer. I've never had to use another method. I've never had this fail, but the other methods are good as well. So once again, we had the front head and arm. He brought his leg up. I came over and I connected. From here, as I turn my angle a little bit, my head might come up over him, and I turn and I bring him down. Mostly, people are going to start straightening their leg from here because he wants to break this grip. Let him. Gone. This shoots in. If you have shorter arms, I want you to get your shoulder under their armpit. The person that this choke is named after, Darce, showed me this himself. He'd like to bring his shoulder under the armpit. Okay? As I come in, I connect, and I hold here. My left knee goes right here just to prevent him from pulling guard. And all I'm going to do is take my left elbow and pull it up to the ceiling like this very slowly, and that'll cut into the neck. Okay? Let's give it a shot.